Hey everyone, and I just want to say thanks for subscribing to this channel. I just want to say one thing though. This commentary is actually about a month old, except for this part obviously. So I'm not quite sure what I say in it. If I make any references to my channel or other videos, that might not be true. I just want to tell you this, guys, so that in case you're hoping for something in the future, it might not happen. So, once again, sorry, this is a month old, and anything I say might not be true, other than the gameplay or how the game works, etc. Anyways, enjoy. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 2 of the Battle for Middle-earth 2 walkthrough series. And as you see there, it's just the objectives. You can pause and read all of them if you want. And just for future reference, I will try to do all the objectives, and I will try to do all the bonus objectives as well. And I'm not quite sure where I left off in the first episode. I think I was talking about the difference between Battle for Middle-earth 1 and number 2. And I think I covered everything. It does feel, like I said before, a lot alike, but still different in the same way. And I don't think they're gonna make a third one because it's been about 4 years since Battle for Middle-earth 2 came out, I believe. Anyways, I might do a side project along with this and do a roller coaster tycoon series, because I found that game hidden in my book drawer and or bookshelf drawer, and I had a lot of fun with it when I was a child, I must say. So it might be nice doing just a fun video side project with that. Anyways, this Mines of Moria is fairly easy, even if it is on the difficulty hard. You don't want to use your power heal too often. You want to use Aragon's heal instead, and you also definitely want to keep the hobbits, which, if you don't know who they is Frodo, Sam, Pippin, and Merry, the last 4 heroes on the right hand side. You want them to throw rocks and definitely not do hand-to-hand combat. And just a cool fun tip that if you didn't know is that their rock throwing is actually stronger than their hand-to-hand combat. And obviously you want to use your archer or Legolas for the long-range combat. And here I remember vaguely that there was a troll up here, but I guess not. So I send Gimli in just so that he can take most of the hits, while Legolas can just kind of work at the archers, the far-ranged units. Anyways, I had a lot of fun with this game. Hopefully I'll be able to do the entire walkthrough on hard difficulty, and even if it takes me a few tries, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. I think the hardest, without spoiling it, even though this does follow the movie trilogy, is defending the huge settlements. That is including the Osgiliath. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I probably sound like a really big nerd, which I kind of am. I am a big fan of Lord of the Rings movies, not the books. I've never read the books because, to be honest, I hate reading, and university sucked because I had to read a lot, and I still hate it. Thankfully, my job now does not have to involve a lot of reading, and here you get a cool movie cutscene at the bottom left-hand corner when Gimli, that guy that you see right now, finds out that his, I believe, cousin died, and that is his tomb. So he's not aware that this entire place was run over by goblins. So so his cousin died, and that's the thing you see circling around is, and the light shining on it, is his tomb. So he is a little ticked off at the goblins for killing him. And if you guys remember, this is actually the scene where they're all stuck in this room, and they're trying to figure out how to get out of here. And they find the book, and Pippin, the clumsy person he is, decides to tip over a dead soldier's corpse and trigger a huge series of noise which alerts the goblins that they are all here, and this is kind of their final stand type thing. Anyways, same strategy as before. You want to use the hand-to-hand combat heroes to all kind of like absorb, if you will, the damage, while the range units, so that's your hobbits and your elf, to kill all the goblins that are well, as many as they can, I suppose. What's kind of funny is that even though I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, I've never watched any of the Star Wars movies. I've never watched over an hour. Even during science class, when we had those supply teacher days. This is high school, by the way. When you had that supply teacher and what the regular what your original teacher wrote down was just to watch a movie, and it happened to be Star Wars because it's a science course. Yeah, I've never actually watched the movie. I usually was doing some other work or talking to a friend, so I have no idea what the Star Wars movie is about. All I know is that the white dudes are the bad guys, and Darth Vader is a bad guy, and that's basically about it. Anyways, I don't know why I decided to tell you that. I guess kind of fill the silence type thing. And this is, I think, the hardest part of this particular level. And as you can see, I had to use Aragorn's heal. And if I didn't mention it already, you want to avoid using the heal on your left hand side, the power heal or whatever, as little as you can, because that takes a long time to regenerate. Now this is the part that completely scared me, because I wasn't expecting two trolls just to run into here, and they're just smacking the living crap out of my weakest units, and I thought for a second here that I was actually going to have to restart this this campaign, because even though I do have heal, they can just come right back and start hitting them again, and then I would have to lose this fight. But thankfully, I believe two of my units, Gimli and Boromir, have this unique ability to knock down units. So the troll got knocked down actually before he could do too much damage to my hobbits, and then I didn't even have to use heal, so I guess I panicked for no reason. Anyways, this Mines of Moria is almost done, except for that that big battle with the Balrog and Gandalf, which by the way, I found that part of the campaign the most annoying of this mission, of course, because it just got too repetitive, and you'll see what I mean later when you actually see the fight. But overall, I really did enjoy this campaign a lot more than online. Online was just kind of like I always got my butt kicked. It wasn't very fun. When I did play with a friend, though, we just kind of we tried to have a strategy and everything. Like we talked on the phone, we talked on speakerphone, trying to come up with a strategy, and the other guys that never even met each other just kept whooping our butts. So we kind of got tired, and we started playing against computers, and then played against humans and still lost. So we just kind of gave up on the idea of playing online. So this is I think this is my favorite part of the game, just doing the campaign, even though it does get repetitive also, but you know, it's a lot more fun than online. And here's this weird glitch where this troll is just kind of sliding along, and but Gimli is just getting his butt kicked and just flew about 5-10 meters in the air. And this gameplay, or this game in general, might look boring right now, only controlling 9 units and just walking around destroying everything, but it gets better at the end. It gets better near the end, as I'll be controlling about 100 units and just killing, like it's just a battle of the century type thing. Anyways, for those who subscribe to this channel just because you were looking for a Battle for Middle Earth walkthrough and don't know of my main channel is just a Total War series type thing. So if you guys are a fan of Total War and happen to find this video, the link will be in the description. And if you guys don't know Total War, I don't recommend, well, maybe I shouldn't say that, but you might be a little bored watching that game because it's a lot more turn-based. Anyways, that's about it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed this second part of the walkthrough. Sorry if my voice sounds a little funny. I am a little sick. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys have a good day.